Hello. Hi. How are you? I don't care, alright? If you said anything, you're a mug. So I got a comment in my last video saying, oh, well, you should watch this episode of Wife Swap that's got Lizzie and Emma. And I was like, okay, I'll keep that in mind. Today, went to record, typed it in. I've only done one video on Wife Swap, and it was that, so thanks a lot, fake fan. So now I've had it in my head to watch Wife Swap. And the internet these days is worse than it used to be. I can't find anything. You used to be able to find anything you wanted. Now, it's impossible. I have to be American and have a Hulu account to watch Wife Swap. Even if I've got a VPN, I don't have an American credit card, so I can't watch it. So I've gone on Daily Motion, I've typed in Wife Swap, there's like 4 episodes, and I've picked one episode because I want to watch Wife Swap today. I don't know if it's going to be crap or not, because I usually Google worst episodes and find things that are rated to be crap. And this is just an episode. So if it's not good, blame the internet for being more regulated now, where all the companies want a little bit of money rather than putting them all on websites, because Hulu has every episode, but then no one's freebooted it and put it online for me to watch. So yeah, Wife Swap time, American one. The last one I did was UK. Go give it a watch. It's getting loads of views recently, so I thought I'd do this one. It's really, really incredibly hot, so I'm wearing a tank top. Ignore my werewolf arms. Genetics, alright guys? Genetics. And let's watch Wife Swap. Look at me, I'm swapping wives. Do they have with them? Is that part of the contract? Spice it up a bit.
A pagan mom that practices witchcraft with her whole family.
I call upon the fairies and the ancestors.
Seems I've picked a good episode. A pagan witchcraft woman. Nuts. This is going to be fun. And then what's the other one?
And a stage mom that takes spoiling her son and husband to new extremes.
I always cut up his meat for him.
I'm strapped in and I'm hoping that we can get some content here. Thanks for watching.
Meet the fame-obsessed and super-driven Terry family from Los Angeles. Mom Sabrina, Dad Robert, and their world champion tap dancing star, 13-year-old little Robert.
I get up early in the morning to make sure that breakfast is made, and I get my husband up in the morning and I dress him.
Is he disabled? Do you wipe his own arsehole? I'm going to do my very best, fellas, to not get annoyed. Because I think I'll become a puddle of sweat on the floor. It's that warm. You dress him. I need to wake up and then have someone put my top on for me. Because I'm a king. You're my wife. You're my queen. No, you are my servant and my jester.
You don't like it? That's fine. It's why I still have a husband.
That's right.
Putting his shirt on for him and cutting his food up. Wouldn't you feel useless as a person having someone do that for you if you were able-bodied? I would cringe. I'd feel horrible about it.
Mom Karina, Dad Arana, 17-year-old Talon, and 7-year-old Kayleigh.
When you say Salem, Massachusetts, often people get that look in their eyes. You mean where the witches are from?
The first thing I was going to say is Salem. That reminds me of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Do you think they did that on purpose? Because they saw the TV show, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Like, we're from here. We should do that.
Being pagan, we see the spirit of the divine nature. Pagans are definitely misunderstood by the general public, but our families are like any other family.
The one thing that I'm enjoying so far is the word pagan. Being a man from London, pagan has a slang term. I'm only imagining it used in the slang way, and it's making it more enjoyable for me. So basically, pagan is like someone who snakes you, innit? Them man are pagans. Hey, he's a pagan, you know? Hey, your man's a pagan. They're a pagan family. They're a family full of snakes. They're a family full of fake friends.
The Fireheart Civil War era home is a 2-family structure that housed tenants on the first floor, which leaves little space for the Firehearts. All share the cramped and cluttered second floor with no internal doors, including the bathroom.
It shows the state of housing in general, doesn't it? That they've got a house like that, but it's split into 2 floors with 2 families, and they don't even have doors. Imagine your mum going for a shit and you can hear her popping her back out, doors open, then it whiffs out. Hey, yo, I'm cooking breakfast and I can smell your asshole.
Nice to meet you. I'm Karina.
Hi, Karina. I'm Robert. Big Rob.
Hi, Robert.
Pleasure
nice to meet you.
My pleasure also. One question. Can you cook?
I can cook.
Yay!
So, I've cut out a lot because I'm not going to show you stuff that I don't have anything to say about. The other family have met her, and then I just showed you that bit. Because imagine being dependent on someone like, can you cook? Because imagine she said no, what? You're going to starve? I was gonna say I hate men like this, but there are women that can't cook as well. Sorry, I was nearly sexist. I hate people that can't cook. How can you not cook? Even like spaghetti bolognese, even pre-made spaghetti, but like the sauce, cook the pasta. It's so fucking easy. Oh, I live off microwave meals and frozen food. If you're one of those people.
Something that I wanted to share with the two of you about me and my family.
Okay.
Okay? We're pagan.
Them boy pagan, I can't stand them. I don't trust you if you ain't man them. You get me? It's a song. That's what that was. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, so we're
I
witches.
was very surprised to find out Karina was a witch.
What do you mean I was very surprised to find out she was a witch? She's not. Witches don't exist, guys. We're not living in fucking fantasy world. I'm not in Baldur's Gate. I'm not playing a warlock. I'm a human being playing a human being. I could maybe be a warrior, get a sword or something. I'm a druid, I can turn into a bear. Can I? Witches don't... I'm scared that she's a witch. She's fucking not. I said I wasn't going to get angry, but she's not a witch. She's not a fucking witch. Oh, we're going to practice these spells and... Oh, look at these incense. Make the house smell nice. That's the extent of it. What do you think that she's going to do? Put a curse on you? Nothing will happen. Because they don't fucking exist. All right.
Big Robert is training his son for an upcoming tap dancing competition.
Wait. No! What kind of kick is... What is that? Bring that foot up here.
It's really pathetic. No! When he did the kick. No! No! What kind of kick is that? Bring your foot up here! Mirror, take a look in it, fella. Is it that serious?
You better watch your attitude with me, son. Don't play with me. And get that look off your face, boy.
He said attitude. The kid didn't say a word. He didn't say anything. And then he said, get that look off your face. And the kid's face was this. What do you want from him, Big Robert? What do you want from Little Robert? Get that foot up here! I hope he's dead at this point. I hope he had a heart attack and died.
5, 6, 7, 8. I'm done, dude. I'm done. I'm done.
He looked at that spin and was fuming at it. I'm done, dude. It's funny looking at it from the outside, but when this is your life, I can understand why you would get a little bit irate. But get that foot up here, man. That's going to be stuck in my head. Get that foot up here.
Bring that foot up here.
While in Salem, the Firehearts have brought Sabrina to their local pagan temple for a welcoming ceremony.
Where all the fake friends go, where all the fake mandem go. I will stop the joke now. You understand that I'm here in pagan as a reference to some slang words. All right? You get it. I won't make the joke again. All right? I promise. And I need to put a fan on, so if you hear some... deal with it. I'm sprung. Now she got me doing things I never do. You doing me, I'm telling you I'm sprung. T-Pain, innit?
I bless your mind. I bless your heart.
The fact that somebody touched me is a big issue. If you want to conduct blasphemy, you're going to hell, and I'm not going to hell on a one-way ticket.
That was it. She said, I'm not comfortable with someone touching me. I'm not going to hell. And then they've gone back to the family where Little Rob, Big Rob, Small Rob, Medium Rob, Large Rob, Obese Rob are all going to sit down and have dinner. Can you hear the fan? Surely you can't. Surely you can't hear the fan. There's no way you can hear it.
I haven't cut meat up for anybody since my son was about 4.
Really?
Cutting up a grown man's food up into tiny little pieces was embarrassing.
Yeah, for Big Rob. Do you see the way he was looking at it as well? Like, waiting. Do it your fucking self! What? Is it is it a power move? What's the reason why he decides to let someone else cut his food up? I really don't get it, and I hate him with a passion.
You take your trash out today?
No.
You got the trash cans out there to take out, don't you? You're playing games. Let's go. Get your books and let's get on the wall. Lower. Lower. And don't move. Those books better not drop. Hurts, don't it? Yeah.
It's fucking insane! It's insane. He gets bullied at work. Big Rob gets bullied at work, 100%. There's no way that someone acts like this at home when they're not getting some sort of abuse elsewhere.
Been doing this for how many years? Since you were 7.
7. Imagine making a 7-year-old do a wall squat and hold books up. 7. This man should be in prison. This man should be in an asylum, or better yet, dead. I hope he's dead. I've said it already. I hope he's dead.
I had to go to the wall for 5 minutes, and it hurt. I don't think it's a harsh punishment. I think I deserve it sometime. I'm a hard-headed child.
The kid's been gaslit into believing he deserves it.
Let's go. Where's Robert? Where is he? There he is.
It's not about treating me like a baby.
Yes, it is. What a queen. She is the best. Outwardly mocking this man that you've spent a day with. Oh, yes, he deserves it. It's not like treating me like a baby. Yes, it is. You're a fucking baby. Put your clothes on like a grown man. Cut your food up like a grown man.
Are you sure you can brush your teeth all by yourself?
Be an adult. Don't come off with that crap with me. The maturity level was a little low this morning.
Yeah, why wouldn't you assume that because he needs to be dressed in the morning that he would need help brushing his teeth and all these other things? It's a good assumption, and it rubs it in and lets him know. It's not the maturity level. Maturity level, yeah, cool.
I decided that I was going to treat him like the little boy that he is. Well, you like to be fed.
She was patronizing me, being a smart ass, and that's okay. She still fed me. Great, thank you.
She's the best. It's so good. I'm so glad that she's not letting it slide. Oh, this is fantastic.
I'm surprised at the disrespect.
Disrespect to who? You?
Everybody around you.
That's me. Okay, that's who I am.
You're being confronted, and that's who I am. You're doubling down. That's who I am. I'm insufferable, and no one likes me. And by the way, I get bullied at work. That's what happens. No one likes me at work. They all bully me, and they call me Little Rob. And I say, no, I'm Big Rob. My son's called Little Rob. I'm Big Rob. They go, okay, Little Rob. Go tap dance away. No, my son's Little Rob, and he tap dances away. He's a world champion. I'm Big Rob, and I get fed by my wife. By her tit. I hate him. Sorry, that was too loud. Sorry, that was
This environment is so toxic. I cannot understand how this woman can live with this man day in and day out.
She lives with him day in, day out. Easy times because she does what he says. Any pushback and look what happens. Big Rob becomes, I'm having a little bit of a sob Rob. It's too hot.
Oh, this is sand.
And what do we do with the sand?
More appropriately, you should ask who's in the sand.
Who's in the sand?
Someone who was trying to do my family harm.
What? I thought you said they don't do harm. I don't know if I showed it, but they kept saying, we're pagans. That means we don't do harm. Who's in the sand? Someone who what did you do? Did you... I don't know any Harry Potter. Caleb Kazam. Spectra Patronum. That one. I don't know. I've not seen Harry Potter as an adult. Because I'm an adult. Sorry, guys. I know a lot of adults love Harry Potter and things like that. I do as well, just not Harry Potter.
So is it a body part, a remnant of a...
Just a little piece of paper with a name written on it, frozen in sand, so they just stop whatever it is they're trying to do.
That's so much shitter than what I imagined. I imagined that someone was trying to threaten his family and he chopped him up and fucking put him in the freezer. But instead, they've written a little note. No, and put it in some sand. Please stop. Please stop and put it in the Oh, now it's going to stop because I've put it in the fridge amongst sand. Are you mental? Are you insane? Spit's gone all over my screen, but I've made my fucking point. She was asleep and she jumped down to attack it.
He's gonna be late for school and it's raining. I gotta drive him. I'll be back and then I'll finish cooking your breakfast.
20 minutes later, Karina returns home to Big Robert, who is still not fed.
Karina!
Yes, Robert?
Karina, what's up with breakfast? I gotta go.
She had to go and take the kid to school because he was going to be late. Instead of the dad thinking, you know what, I'll cook something before I go to work, he's waited for her to come back and then complained that the food's not ready and he's hungry and he needs to leave. It's fucking bacon as well. Like, it's not even hot. What I enjoy about myself, I hate about myself, is that I'll get so worked up about something that happened how many years ago? 2 decades nearly. It matters. It does. This happened now. This is going on in the real world currently. I'm watching this through the lens of a mystical ball, a crystal ball.
You are a real piece of work.
A piece of work?
Yes.
Look who's talking about a piece of work, honey.
No, you know what? I'm sick and tired of you rambling on.
I don't have time for this, Karina. Get my breakfast together.
What?
He's a... Can I say this word? I'm going to say the word. He's a cunt. I don't know if that one word will get me demonetized, but he is. He is a fucking cunt.
Now it's time for you to live life by my rules. Big Robert, you are going to be a grown man, and you're going to get yourself up. You're going to get yourself dressed.
How can my man be wincing and grimacing over the thought of putting his own fucking shirt on in the morning? Ooh, pulled out some of my hair from my neck there, I did. Oh, and then I'm going to burn it and then put a spell on myself to maybe get more than 1,000 views a video by the end of the year. Thanks, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Nearly at 6,000 subscribers. Share it with your friends. And if you want to support the channel, link in the description, monetary value, all that stuff. Listen to my music, blah, blah, fucking blah. Or even just give the video a like. A like. If you're too selfish to give a man on the internet money, give the video a like. Thank you so much. More than 100 likes and it won't make a difference.
This house can be cleaned and organized. We are going to clean your room, and Arana, we are going to clean and organize your office area.
Excuse me?
So I don't know how much I've showed of the other family because they're a bit shit. But the house is a tip. It's a proper mess. And she said the rules are we're going to tidy up. And he's like, excuse me? Me? Tidy up? How dare you? Tell me to tidy up? Tell me to clean myself? Tell me to pull back my foreskin and clean it? How dare you? How dare you? I like the cheese.
No more yelling. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't talk.
That's not gonna happen. I have to have my yelling in rehearsal. That's the only way it gets me motivated. Nope.
The kid's been fully gaslit into believing that the only way he can learn is by being shouted at and ridiculed. Get your leg up! No! Get your leg up! We're going to have a rehearsal where no one's going to shout, yo, get their leg up. Oh, no, I can't. I can't do it. I can't. I need to be shouted at. I need to be doing wall squats with books on my forearms. I need it.
I've lived the pagan lifestyle for the last few days. As of today, no more paganism references will be made. It's just not like a normal household.
That's how we identify ourselves. That describes them, and you're telling them that they're not normal people.
Obviously, if you've been watching me for a while, you know I've got a lot of that's insane, you know, like believing in ghosts and all that, etc., etc. But flip it to imagine if they were Jewish and she's Christian and she's gone, do you know what? There's going to be no Jewish references throughout the household. We're not going to talk about anything to do with Judaism. You're going to stum for the week. She's done that, but because paganism's a little bit weird, she's put fucking a no. You can't practice your religion or whatever paganism is. You can't practice that while I'm here because I'm Christian and I think you're weird. Christians are tolerant. If there's one thing about them, they're very tolerant. Religion's very tolerant.
In Los Angeles, Karina wants to teach the Terry boys about her pagan religion by creating a shrine to Sabrina.
And I hope that every time you see it, it reminds you that there is masculine and feminine in the world.
Masculinity and femininity in the world. What? Every time I look at that now, remember. Do you know what reminds me of masculinity? That. If you don't have muscles as a man, what are you? You're a fucking little sissy, ain't ya? Hey, look at that. Toxic masculinity? I'm joking, guys. If you don't have any muscles, you are a man, but I could beat you up. The thing is, I probably couldn't. I've never had a fight in my life. I can't swing. I can't punch. Hey! What are these for? They're just for show. Oh, that's just for show.
Karina is implementing her rule that Robert get a taste of his own medicine by having little Robert lead dance training.
Get it up.
Get that foot up! Get a leg up! That's the silliest thing that's happened this episode. Get a leg up! No! Yes, mock your dad and then get beats after the fucking cameras stop rolling. Yes, man.
I realized that the way I was teaching my son was really wrong.
Character development? Progress? incredibly shocked that he's had some sort of self-awareness where he's realised that he's a dickhead. Maybe he did change, and I hope that he's not dead. Maybe he's thriving, and him and his little Rob, Big Rob, are all good, and he doesn't get bullied at work anymore. Rob, you get bullied at work, don't you?
You tell me your wife is the neat one and you're the messy one? Does she get frustrated with you?
Our marriage was in trouble about 2 years ago. That was one of the major issues, and that I need to change.
Their marriage was on the rocks because he wouldn't tidy up. And then 2 years later, he still hasn't tidied up and they're still together. So what happened? Was he worse than this? Imagine you've been with your wife for like 20 years and she's like, you know what, you're too messy, yeah? If you don't start tidying up, I'm done with you. And you go, can't be arsed, all right then. And you throw away 20 years because you don't want to tidy up a bit. Ugh, some people, man.
I think when Karina comes in and sees her desk clear, she's going to be doing a big happy dance.
It took 3 seconds to just do that, and you just wouldn't do it.
I yell and scream, and I think that's the only way it's going to get through to him, to be perfect. It hurt me when he yelled at me like that. And I can imagine how he feels when it comes to his rehearsals. My taxes are going to change.
I now believe that witches and paganism is real, and you can actually put a note in some sand and make someone change. I'm flabbergasted at this. Okay, so now it's time for, where they all meet at the end and talk about what's happened. Before they talk about it, I'm going to talk about it. I feel like they've been positive influences to either parties. You've got the pagan man who's now not dirty and messy, which is the bare fucking minimum, and then you've got a much bigger change with Big Rob, where he's now not going to be abusive to his kid. Just by having someone else in the house for a week, you can make such a difference.
When I did not do what he wanted to do, he was obnoxious and rude.
He is my spoiled baby.
Spoiled baby.
Hell no.
Don't start reverting. Hell no. Get the logo. I'll stop. I've made how many times? They're all getting heated straight away. You've helped, you've changed, you're going to go back, and then as soon as she goes, no, let me wipe your ass for you, he's going to go, actually, yeah, you can, and then spread them and go right back to it. You're supposed to learn, you're supposed to grow as human beings, you're supposed to improve. If you're not improving, and if you don't cringe at your past self, you're not getting any better, and you should hurt yourself, to be honest. I cut there because I went on a tangent and I said some things I didn't mean, so you'll, editor, me, cut it out mid-sentence, all right?
He does so well in school. He does well in dance. And knowing he gives 150%, that's good enough for me.
Okay.
And I won't be yelling at him no more. You'll see.
Incredible. 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 If you didn't say it there.
Well, this week, I learned how to appreciate you. And I'm promising you once a week that you're going to come up the walkway from work and you're going to smell dinner.
Okay, that sounds cool.
I could never ask for a better woman than you.
It takes you that long to realise what you've got. Sometimes you don't know what you've got till it's gone. Sometimes you don't know what you got till Wife Swap comes along and, you do a week here of their rules and then your rules and you swap it around to make you realise what you've got.
I wish the best blessings upon you and your family. Thank you.
It was a great experience, brother.
I love that this ended up being like a really positive thing and actually worked out for people. I'm not used to that for these videos because I try and find the worst things where we can really rip the shit out of it. Again, this has happened just now to me, yeah? In the real world, it's just happened. This is not 20 years old, however old this is. It's happened just now, and I'm really happy that now they're going to continue living like this. The biggest, most important bit is the fact that he doesn't yell at his kid anymore and doesn't use the stick. But of course he's not cooking dinner. Of course he was all in the moment, and as soon as it's come down to it, he's gone, nah. So I expected it. And then it ended there, and I had a good time. It's really warm, but I've dealt with it for you. Hey, you're a bit sweaty as well, man. If you haven't seen my other wife swap video I did, I'll link it here for you to click. So click this one and have a nice time. I've had a nice time. I hope you had a nice time. All links in the description. Give it a like. Follow me somewhere. Who fucking knows? Click the video and I'll see you guys next time with another video.